The following is a presentation of Morning Drive Media.
The Star Wars galaxy is full of thrilling adventure, high-stakes drama, and the occasional dance number in Jabba's palace. However, whether you're in the midst of a rebellion, seeking the truce of the Force, or trying hard to make a safe and secure society, we can all agree that every once in a while you need to stop and enjoy a drink. Here are the top 5 Star Wars characters you want to have a drink with. I'm Ken Napzok, and this is Star Wars Ranked. Number 5, Poe Dameron. The son of rebels Shera Bay and Kes Dameron grew up on Yavin 4 and then grew into the best fighter pilot in the Resistance. But he's way more than that. The leader of the Black Squadron is the galaxy's best friend with his captivating energy, quick wit under fire, and unwavering desire to do good for a greater cause. When you return after a hard-fought battle against the First Order and they're definitely not another Death Star base, Poe is the guy you want to sit with to catch your breath and enjoy way too much jet juice. Whether he's biting his lip over how good you look in his jacket or being openly passionate about his connection to a BB unit, Poe is guaranteed to make sure every drinking session is a feel-good marathon. And you know what? Keep the jacket. Number 4, Paploo. When the Rebel Alliance sent a strike team of commandos led by Han Solo to the Forest Moon of Endor, they didn't anticipate needing the help of everyone's favorite cuddly killer space bears known as Ewoks. Yet, without them, the shield generator protecting the second Death Star would have most definitely stayed up. And more specifically, it was the daring, wonderfully reckless, and certainly unplanned move of one Ewok stealing an Imperial speeder bike that quite literally got the rebels into the bunker, leading to the victory in the Battle of Endor. The Ewok that pulled off that feat is none other than Paploo, and there's no way he did that sober. Just no way. Now, we're not exactly sure what Ewoks get drunk on, probably some combination of animal blood and boiled tree bark, but whatever. It clearly works. We want in. A couple rounds with Paploo, and there's no doubt you'll be swinging from the vines in and around Bright Tree Village, loudly bashing the helmets of dead stormtroopers and forgetting the atrocities of war. Just remember that when morning comes with a giant hangover. The Ewoks don't have any working plumbing. Number 3, Senator Sheev Palpatine. Now, not all drinking sessions need to be loud, uproarious events that push the envelope and leave Ewoks barfing into biker scout helmets. Sometimes you just want good conversation and a somewhat snooty drink. Enter Senator Sheev Palpatine, and we do mean Senator. We're not suggesting you treat with the dark and evil Emperor of the Empire. There's no fun in that, plus you'll probably be joined by Imperial dignitary, and that guy doesn't drink at all. No. We're suggesting you sit down for a drink with the Senator from Naboo just as he is beginning to make his phantom-like climb to the top of the galaxy. Well-spoken, an appreciator of the arts and culture, thoughtful, prescient, and well-versed in deep and philosophical conversation. Sheev Palpatine may be secretly plotting to remove you from power, overthrow you, and let's face it, kill you, but until then, stand by for an elegant and sophisticated night of drinks and stories. Have you ever heard the one about Darth Plagueis the Wise? Number 2, General Leia. You want to drink with Han Solo, Lando Calrissian as well, we get it, we do too. They'd be full of great stories and you have no idea where the night would go, but when you think about it, are they your top choices? Really? You'd probably end up with a bounty on your head, and that's dangerous whether you shoot first or not. And good chance your favorite spaceship will slip through your hands over a game of sabacc. We know you want to sit down with some of the rebellion's greatest heroes. However, Solo and Calrissian aren't the drinking buddies you want. It's Princess Leia, and more specifically, General Leia. She's been there through it all. While others were still smuggling their way through the galaxy or hopelessly dreaming on a moisture farm, Leia Organa was in the thick of it, helping to start a rebellion and later on trying to rebuild a republic. She lost her home planet, but others whined about losing an old space wizard they barely knew. She tried to be the last to evacuate under a heavy attack, but others were already trying to leave because their feelings were hurt. Those aforementioned rebel heroes got themselves trapped and nearly cooked over open flames, but she was already in a new dress and part of the tribe. By the time we catch up with the good general later on in life, her husband has left, her brother is in hiding, and even her own government has turned their collective shoulder on her. She is the resistance. She is the one holding it all together. So you want stories? You want to relive the past? Then you want a drinking session with someone who has seen it all. Then pull up a chair, pour a drink, get General Leia started. She's got a lot to say. Number 1, ObiWan Kenobi. Where was the first place Obi-Wan took Luke Skywalker on the first step of his hero's journey? Yep, a bar. When Obi-Wan and Anakin were in hot pursuit of Amidala's would-be killer, where did Kenobi lead them to? Yep, A bar. He spent nearly 20 years alone in the desert. You better believe that old crazy wizard drank more than blue milk. It's always been speculated that Obi-Wan Kenobi enjoyed a good drink. Well, we're ending that speculation right now. Old Ben Kenobi is the top choice to have a drink with. Probably two. The main draw just might be that he spent so much time alone in his adobe with only the Force ghost of Qui-Gon Jinn to talk with. He's got a lot of catching up to do and a ton to get off his chest. You might be drinking for a while, but don't worry about getting into any trouble. Even deep in drink, Obi-Wan's senses are fine-tuned. Someone has a death sentence on 12 systems and doesn't like you? Pfft, lightsaber out, arm off. You can go back to drinking. Bounty hunter sneaking up on you? Obi-Wan's got you covered. You'll be able to concentrate on enjoying your night and taking in the stories of a Jedi with a lot to say. And maybe we'll finally get some answers. Maybe a good drink will get Obi-Wan talking. Why did he leave the sliced and diced Anakin alone to die in the fiery shores of Mustafar? Why did he lie to Luke about it all and shrug it off from a certain point of view? And really, what was going on between you and Duchess Satine, Obi-Wan? I mean, you don't have any offspring, do you, Obi-Wan? No one in the family line that has some natural Jedi-like skills despite living most of her life on a wayward desert junk planet? Here, Kenobi. Have another drink and start talking. Dameron, Paploo, Palpatine, Leia, and Kenobi are top 5 Star Wars characters for you to have a drink with. Have others? Go to our Facebook page or follow us on Twitter. Use the hashtag StarWarsRanked and let us know. I'm Ken Napzok, and that was Star Wars Ranked.